Hi everybody, I am back by popular demand. Okay, I'm kidding, not popular demand. No one demanded for me to be here. But you know what? I've got Ngani. Ngani is what I was born with. I am the last of 8 children. My mother had thought that she was done with my sister. They all have a 2-year gap between them, but between my sister and I, we've got a 6-year gap, and that shows how much of Ingani I have. Umama was done according to her, but I said, no, ma'am, not without me. And then I came back. 6 years later, I came into their lives and took my sister's spot of being a last born. So, Ingani is what I have. But today, I'm not about that. Okay, you are watching Asanda Kuboka, a mother of two and also a mother of a deaf child. I am someone who likes to share her life. I will be sharing a lot of my life. I have been sharing a lot of my life previously, but I had to take a sabbatical, forced one by circumstances last year. But now I am back by popular demand. Joking. Okay, today I'll be reviewing a book. But before I delve into the book, I will give you clues. Then you can just hint on the comment to tell me if you caught up of what the book might be about, or of who the book might be about. So, first hint, he is married, American star, married with 3 children, two from his current marriage, one from his previous marriage. He calls himself a son of the king, but he is not of royalty. He once trended for hitting someone on stage on a big award show. He has married multiple times. Last clue, check my hair. It is one of his signature hairstyles. I have never seen him wearing a different hairstyle in my life. Can you guess who that is? Write on the comment, leave a comment on who do you think the book I'm reviewing today is about. Okay, giving you enough time to write. So, the big reveal. The book is about Will Smith. Yes, I tried, but my hair is very long. I tried to have the same hairstyle as he does, but my hair is very long and I do not intend on cutting my hair anytime soon. Okay, the book is about Will Smith. It is called The Will. Book is an autobiography. It is quite big. But yeah, I think I took about 3 weeks to finish it because I gave myself a target. So the book starts off from his young age, how many people he was born with, how the structure of the family, how he got into fame. One of the highlights that I got from how, okay, he started as a rapper, singer. That was his first, that was what he pursued first of his talents. Then he moved to become the star, the movie star that we know him to be. Now, how he got into TV is very interesting. He said his first audition was at someone's party, Quincy Jones' party, and he was invited there. He got there and he was asked to audition. And he tried to say, no, I can't audition, not now, I'm not ready, and on all of that. But Quincy kept on saying, you see, this party has all the people I need in your audition. And if you audition now, then it means they have all the time. Now, if you leave and say, no, you need to prepare and audition later, then it means that you might not, or they might not have time for you. So you need to audition now. So he auditioned and he got the job. That's when he started acting as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was one of the clues. Fresh Prince. One of the clues. And then he goes on how then his career sprouted and he moved to different parts of his career and how he met the mother of his first child, and then how he met Jada as well. And he explained a lot also on how the family dynamics were. And I also like the fact that even though his parents split, but he still kept a strong bond with both of them. And yes, the split was not nice. The split also caused him emotional trauma. Okay, even before the split, because what led to the split is what majorly caused him trauma. His father was abusive towards his mother. And he says also he feels like his comedy also came out of that environment where he would try to make peace. All he wanted to do was for people to be happy around him, because at home things did not go right. Even at home, he was that child who wanted people to be happy, to smile, to laugh. That's what he believes honed his comedy skills and also his entertainer skills. And then he goes on here. There's also, okay, I'm just going to touch on a few things that really made an impact on me, and yeah, an impression on me. So he says there was one time, okay, first, yeah, okay. There was one time, it was Jada's, I think it was her 40th birthday, and then he planned this 40th birthday. Thing is, in the marriage, things were not as they used to, right? And they were not as nice as they used to. And then he planned to make this big 40th birthday, invited friends, invited family, invited people close to Jada, invited people close to them as a couple, and their children were also there. And he planned this documentary where he captured the history of Jada's family, and then booked this hotel or resort. I think it was a resort. Booked the resort privately for them only, and then okay, people came, and then people had a nice time. First night it was dinner, relaxed. Second night it was the big night where he was now gonna play this documentary. And he said in that night Jada was not impressed, and he told well, everyone else was impressed at what he was doing for Jada. Jada was not impressed. She told him to stop it. She was not impressed. She was like, I see you booked 3 days. I don't want to do anything after this. Like, I'm done. Don't do anything. Don't, whatever you have planned, cancel it. I don't want to be with anyone. And for him, this was like, this girl, I've done all this. And he says they fought quite loudly, and the kids, Willow had them because he was sharing a room with them. Or then she held them and asked them to stop. So it was that the night was not nice as he had planned. But it is something else. It is something that I also seen from a local South African couple. The guy said he bought his wife a nice big car, and the lady was not impressed. But that's the thing, you cannot buy um, someone's feelings, you cannot buy someone's um, attention. You cannot replace what you need to say or do or make them feel by buying something. Um, yeah, it's just a regular occurrence that I'm seeing, that a partner will just buy something to try to mend things within the relationship when things are not working. It doesn't work like that. You need to sit it out and chat about it, because buying something does not erase how the other person feels, about how you make them feel, or how the relationship is. And then he also touches on how Willow protested. I think it is the song that she had, which was I whip my hair back and forth, I whip my hair back and forth. Then she said, he says it picked up so quickly, and then she had a lot of gigs, and then she told him that I am done, Dad. I don't want to do this anymore. But Dad tried to pursue her. To persuade her and to make her fulfill her other gigs. But what the daughter did in protest, she cut off her hair to say, okay, if this is what is causing all this havoc, then I'm gonna cut my hair. So how am I gonna perform without the hair? And then that's when he decided, no, okay, to hear her out and stop pushing her to perform the song and to stop gigging and to allow her to express herself and to be a child. And another one that also stood out for me was how he took everyone with him. He took everyone with him, the people he grew up with, the people he was friends with. He made sure he used them as a resource to his career. They are his lawyers, and wow. Okay, this book is loaded. He also talks about how they signed a contract without even reading the contract, and one of his friends, actually, who became a lawyer, was the one who actually helped him get out of that contract, because now they signed with a local recording company, but now they were discovered by a bigger recording company with better benefits. But this company did not want to let them go, but there was a loophole on the contract that he signed, because he signed while he was underage. There were supposed to be parents signing on his behalf, but they didn't sign. So that was the loophole that allowed him to move to the bigger recording company and move away from the company that was did not want to let them go. This is something that also happens to a lot of upcoming artists. It is not a South African thing only, it happens all over the world, as we can see now from this book. Another story is how the relationship was between him and his dad, towards his dad's passing. He says the dad actually, he knew when he was gonna pass, and by the time he was he was given time by the doctors that we're giving you, I think it was 3 months, but 3 months passed, he didn't pass. But on the day where he was about to pass, they asked for a video call to him, and then he just said they didn't say anything. They did chat a bit, but when the sister asked, "Do you have any parting words to Will, anything?" he just said, "No, I've given him everything that I needed to give him," and then he passed. But he says he could feel that he feels that his dad could feel that he was about to depart, which is something that I think they do now. When I look now at how my dad passed, I think also he knew that he was about to pass, because my dad used to work in a construction company. They traveled quite a lot, but that year he was about to pass. My mom used to stay with us as kids in one place, and then just for security, and to ensure that we do not drop out of school, move schools, and all that. I think that was the thinking behind, or the rationale behind leaving mama in the winning one, and then dad going to traveling to all those places. Then on that year where he was about to pass, they had a big project in the Western Cape, and I think that project was going to take about a year to finish. My dad decided to take myself, Umama, and their first grandchild with to the project. We had a caravan, and he was very much involved in my life. Umama would just wake up and help me get dressed, and then Udada would help me, would drive me to school, and then because he had a hectic job, he would give me money to come back from school. The teachers would take me to town, and then from town I'd get a taxi to where we were staying. And I think in that year he knew he did not really have much time left. I think that is why he took us all. We were the younger ones, and Umama was obviously the wife. I think the rest of them, of my siblings, I think they were old enough, at least to his reasoning, to stand on their own. Yeah, because they were already staying away from home. I was the only one staying at home with my nephew and Umama. So even in that year, Udada taught me budgeting. He would give me my weekly mali, my weekly fare for traveling. I would manage how I did. I use it, and it didn't work out well in the beginning stages. I would eat up that money on Monday. But he didn't. Actually, for someone who was strict, he was not strict about it. He would give me again. I don't remember me being scared to tell him that Dijil Imali, I finished it on Monday. I do not have money for Tuesday and Wednesday. And I remember at some point the teachers even called him, and he had to come fetch me from school because I didn't have money. But I think it was 3 months into the year when he passed on. But when he passed on, I had already managed to even make my own money. I used to draw Usas Kosem and then sell it in school for people to paste it on their book as their book covers. So yeah, he gave me skills, and wow, okay. That's what happens when you read autobiographies. This is the book. It has 411 pages, but it is nice. You will just fly through it, and also it allows you to make sense of what of what his life has become. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe.